Hello to you guys and welcome back to this channel. In my first video concerning the DV 2026 program that was about a month ago, I explained to you guys concerning the first cutoff numbers for the DV 2026 program. I explained to you guys that the cutoff numbers are what are used to indicate the case numbers that are eligible for interview 2 months later. Now, before I forget, I'm going to leave the link to that video just below this one. So you can click on that link, watch that video, because in that video, I lay the premise when it comes to understanding the cutoff numbers. So I'm not going to go over all of that. For background information concerning what I'm about to discuss, click on the link that is just below this video and watch the video from last month. Now, in that video, I also indicated that the publication of the cutoff numbers by the State Department is a monthly exercise that is around this time every month. The State Department publishes the cutoff numbers that indicate the case numbers that are supposed to be scheduled for interview 2 months later. Now, that has happened in this month of September. This time, it has to do with the cutoff numbers concerning the month of November 2025. Remember, last month was about the month of October, and this month, September, is about the month of November. So that's the big news. That is what this video is about. But another important thing is that, as some of you guys have already noticed, the cutoff numbers from last month were entirely maintained. In other words, the cutoff numbers that indicate the case numbers that are to be interviewed in the month of October are exactly the same as those that indicate the case numbers that should be interviewed during the month of November. In a moment, I'm going to put those cutoff numbers on the screen for those of you who did not watch the video from last month or who are not aware of the cutoff numbers that should apply in the month of October. Now, what that means is that the case numbers that we identified last month remain the same case numbers that are current or eligible for interview during the month of November. In a moment, I'm also going to recap on the different case number ranges, that is, those case numbers that are eligible for interview during the month of October, which remain the same case numbers that are eligible for interview during the month of November. So now, here are the cutoff numbers that have been established for the month of November 2025, which I just said are the same as those that were established for the month of October 2025. Now, to recap, the case numbers that are current for interview during the month of November, which are the same case numbers current for interview or eligible for interview during the month of October 2025, are as follows. For the Africa region, case numbers 1 to 17,499. For the Asia region, case numbers 1 to 9,999. For the Europe region, case numbers 1 to 7,749. For the North America region, that is the Bahamas, case numbers 1 to 19. For the Oceania region, case number 1 to case number 1,099. And for the South America region, case number 1 to case number 1,849. Now, over to the exception countries, and this year we have 3 exception countries, 2 from the Africa region and 1 from the Asia region. For Algeria, the first exception country from the Africa region, the case numbers that are current for interview during the month of November 2025 are case numbers going from case number 1 to case number 14,499. In the case of Egypt, there are case numbers going from case number 1 to case number 15,999. And when it comes to Nepal, the only exception country from the Asia region, the case numbers concerned by interviews to be conducted during the month of November 2025 are case numbers going from case number 1 to case number 5,999. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, you can click the link below the video, watch the video from last month in case you do not understand what this is all about or you need some more insight into the issue of case numbers in the diversity visa program. So for those of you who watched the video from last month, you will see or you have seen that the case numbers that are cited last month as the case numbers eligible for interview during the month of October 2025 are exactly the same case numbers that are eligible for interview during the month of November 2025. No changes at all. And so the question is, why did that happen? Now, there's a very simple reason. The establishment of the cutoff numbers in the diversity visa program, what it does is it makes case numbers current or eligible for interview. And so what happened with the establishment of the first cutoff numbers, that is the cutoff numbers for the month of October, is that those cutoff numbers made so many cases eligible for interview during the month of October, and the embassies cannot interview all of those cases during the month of October. And so there was no need of increasing the cutoff numbers, because increasing the cutoff numbers would have made more cases current for interview, where there are many more from October that will not be interviewed during that month of October. So the cutoff numbers have been maintained so that the excess that will not be interviewed during the month of October can be passed on to the month of November and be interviewed during the month of November. That is why the cutoff numbers for the month of October were maintained for the month of November 2025. So there is no need to panic. This is not the first time that has happened. It even happened last year, a year ago, in the DV 2025 program. And that was not the first time that it happened. So just keep your calm, and then as the year progresses, the case numbers will begin to increase. Now, before we end this video, in the video last month, I introduced you guys to my diversity visa guidance platform. Henceforth, I'm going to refer to that platform as my diversity visa products and services platform, because in addition to the services I offer on the platform, I've also introduced my first product, which is a comprehensive guide to the upcoming diversity visa lottery. So I'm going to leave the link to my products and services platform just below this video. It's going to be the second link. Click on that link as well. Access the platform, move around, and I guess you will find something of interest to you. With that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching it. See you, God willing, in the next one.